you're looking for the holiday pattern of the season, then you've come to the right place. It's Nicole here, and welcome to Bochiknot Macrame, the channel where you will find all things macrame related. If you are keen on learning macrame with me, then make sure you click that subscribe button and then also give this video a big thumbs up. I know it's only the end of October, but Christmas is already less than 2 months away and time is flying. I want to give you guys a chance to prepare for the holiday season earlier, and so I'm excited to be sharing with you today's tutorial on how to make a unique Christmas angel ornament. I would say that this pattern is more of an advanced beginner level, so more of an intermediate level, because there are some intricate double half hitch knots on the leaf patterns on the side. But we do go through this pattern step by step, so if you are a beginner and you are keen on trying to make this, you should be able to with a little bit of patience. If you are a beginner with macrame, we do actually have an easier angel ornament pattern. I'll link that up here and also in the description below. I'd recommend practicing that pattern first because it's really just one row of double half hitch knots. I definitely recommend practicing that one first, and then once you are ready, you can attempt this angel pattern. I would say this pattern is in line with our Bochiknot signature style with our intricate 3D leaves as the feathers of the angel. If you like intricate knot patterns, 3D knot patterns, or textured knot patterns, I do specialize in these areas over on the Bochiknot Macrame community on Patreon. This is an exclusive platform dedicated to helping you elevate your macrame skill set so you can master macrame and design your own beautiful macrame creations. If you're interested in learning out more, head on over to patreon.com/Bochiknot for more details. And with all of that said, let's just jump right in. Listed here are the materials and supplies I've used for this pattern. I've used 2mm cord, a 2-inch wooden ring, and a large hole bead. So this is the wooden ring I'll be using for this pattern. It's your standard wooden ring used for plant hangers. It's approximately 2 inches in diameter. And you will also need a large hole bead because we are using thin cord. It doesn't have to be that large, but at least it has to be a 3mm hole to fit in 2 strands of 2mm cords. Next, you will need some macrame cord. I'm using a 2mm single strand cord from our Lush line. As you can see, it's very sturdy cord because it's so skinny. For a single strand, this works really well. It holds together very nicely. If you are interested in any of the materials used here, you can check out the links in the video description below or check out the products tagged in this video. To begin, we're going to start with our 50cm strand of cord, and we're going to tie it onto the ring with a reverse lark's head knot. Then taking our bead, we're going to thread it through the 2 cord ends, and then with the 2 cord ends, bring it across to the other side of the ring, and then we're going to secure both ends on the other side with double half hitch knots. Now for the handle of the ornament, we're going to take the 2 cord ends and make a large overhand knot at the end. Next up, we're going to take our longer strands of cords at 75 centimeters long. We're going to attach it onto the right side of the ring with reverse lark's head knots. So we're going to start by attaching 2 strands on the right side first. Now with these 4 vertical facing cord ends, we're going to make a leaf pattern. So to do that, take the far left cord as an anchor cord and then the right cord next to it as a working cord for a double half hitch knot to the right. Then continue to the right side for 2 more double half hitch knots after that. Now underneath, take the far left cord again and make another row of 3 double half hitch knots to the right. Now skipping the far left cord, take the next cord after that as an anchor cord for 2 double half hitch knots to the right. Bring the anchor cord back over to the left now for 2 double half hitch knots to the left side. Now take the far right cord as an anchor cord for 3 double half hitch knots to the left. For the last double half hitch knot, make sure we pull on the knot tightly so that a leaf pattern forms. So there should be no space in between the row above and the row here. Now take the far right cord as an anchor cord again, make another 3 double half hitch knots to the left side to finish off this first leaf pattern. And we are now complete with our very first leaf. Attach 2 more strands of 75 centimeter cords to the right and make another leaf pattern. Now make 1 more leaf pattern on the right side up above. We're now going to repeat the same pattern on the left side. Start by attaching 2 strands of 75 centimeter long cords on the left side with reverse lark's head knots. Now with these 4 vertical strands here, make a leaf pattern facing the left side. So we're going to do the exact same pattern as what we have done on the right side, but now in the opposite direction. Once this first leaf pattern is complete on the left side, make 2 more leaf patterns right above it. Once we're done with the leaf patterns on both sides, we are now going to comb through all of the fringe from under the leaf patterns, because we're then going to weave these cords through the middle of the ring to bring them to the front of the pattern. So before we do that, we're going to comb through all of the vertical strands of cords first on both sides. Now you don't have to comb through the individual strands of cords here if you don't want to. You can just leave them as individual strands and group them together to form a tassel at the bottom. But I do prefer the fringed out look, so it really depends on your preference. So once you are done combing through all of the cords, you should see that there are what looks like 3 tassels on both sides. We're going to take the bottom 2 tassels on the right side. We're going to thread them through the ring from the back to the front, and then do the same thing on the left side. We don't want to pull on these tassels too tightly so that the leaf patterns fall backwards. We want to keep them straight facing forward on the sides. So we do have to find the right balance here. And then once we have gathered the 4 strands at the front, we're going to comb through these 4 tassels together so that they blend nicely together. The two tassels at the back, so on the right and left sides, these will stay at the back. And once we have combed through the tassels on the front, gather the front tassels with the back tassels, and then we're going to take a 40cm strand of cord and we're going to make a gathering knot right underneath. Take your strand of cord, make a loop on one end, take the long end and wrap it around a few times before pulling the end through the loop at the front, and then pulling on the top end to secure the knot. Pull on the fringe underneath to tighten any loose threads up at the top, and then cut off the excess cord ends. And then last but not least, comb through the tassel on both sides at the bottom and then trim off the excess. And you are now complete with this angel pattern. And that concludes our Macrame Angel Ornament pattern. What do you guys think of this? Let me know in the comment section below. I did use 2mm macrame cord for this pattern because I wanted it a more intricate design, as you can tell from the little leaf patterns on the side as feathers for the angel. You can obviously use a larger ring with thicker cord to make the exact same pattern. I thought the smaller version looked nice as a Christmas ornament. If you are a beginner with macrame and want to practice some of these basic knots using this pattern, like the double half hitch knot, Lark's head knot, and the gathering knot, we do have a downloadable 50 knots in sentence ebooks, so it is a great guide to have by your side, printed or on your screen with you while making patterns, so that you can easily refer back to it while making your patterns. If you're interested, head on over to Bochiknot.com to download your free copy today. Stay tuned for more holiday and Christmas patterns coming weekly all the way up to Christmas time. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.